we've got ourselves a dead battery. What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys are having a great day so far. As for me, I just got off work. It's 7:20, so 12-hour shift today, which is great because you got to make that money. But anyways, going on with day 3 of the project, what we're going to do is we're going to work on the yellow bike. Got to get the battery on a trickle charger, and then that's pretty much probably going to be it because it's so late and I got to sleep. But going to work on that bike and hopefully show you guys one of my favorite tools in my garage. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. So just kind of a disclaimer, I've never actually worked on this bike before, but essentially what I got to do is get behind this panel. I don't know if I have to take the seat off or not, but I got to get behind this panel, remove that battery, because I don't like charging things while it's in the I don't like charging things while the battery is still connected to the bike or any vehicle, as a matter of fact, because what tends to happen, or at least what tends to happen to me, is somebody will go along and move that vehicle and they're going to end up damaging either your charging components or your battery or as some sort of tool or something like that. And really it's just one of those things that's happened to me too many times, so I just pull that battery out of whatever device I'm usually working on, and I put it on the bench and just charge it that way, because it just avoids so much headache to take one extra step, you know what I mean, to make sure that it doesn't happen to you. So the tool that I'm going to be talking about today it's made by Craftsman, but they're actually made by a ton of different people, and it's a swivel tee with a 3/8 inch head on there. And this is one of the tools that has helped me out so much when taking panels off of bikes, whether it's my XT250 or just stuff where it's just all the nuts and bolts are easy to access, and you just need that extra speed, because this thing, you just throw a socket on the end of there, and then you can just spin it off. I'll show you guys up close, or actually on the bench, what I'm talking about. So as you guys can see, it's just a T-handle, but the great thing about it is it has this collar that you can hold on to with some bearings on the inside, and then you can just spin the handle, and the handle spins freely. It really is a super cool tool, and it just accepts 3/8 inch sockets on there, and it also has it on the side, so it doubles as like a breaker too. So if you need a lot of torque, you just throw your socket on top of there, and you can just use the rest of the wrench or rest of the T-handle as your braking device. And when it's broken, you just swap the socket onto the other end, and you just spin it off. I'm not left-handed, that's why I don't know why I'm doing it that way, but you just spin it off. And the great thing about it is you can change the different positions of where. Spin that back on there. You can change the different positions, or you can remove your handle. You can change it to right there, and right there, and it just snaps together. It's one of my favorite tools in this garage, and I don't really get to use it a lot, just because it in the frequency that I do use it, it's just on such specific items. It's like when I'm taking off plastics on a motorcycle. But it's a great way to do things really quickly, and it's something that you should invest in if you're doing it a lot. Like, for example, with my XT, I was taking off my panels pretty frequently because I was doing the happy HPT fitment for my pannier racks. But this thing is Excellent. I love it. That was super easy. And there you go. Ta-da. Alright, so now we have our AGM battery, and then we have our coolant reservoir. But what we're going to be focusing on is getting this thing out. And actually, you know what? I might take the chance on this one just because it's so accessible, to just hook up my battery charger to it. But what I'd usually do is I'd pull off the bracket, disconnect everything, and pull that battery out. But I don't know. This is pretty simple. I know I just gave you guys that spiel about it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the battery in against my better judgment, because I'm tired, and then I'm just going to slap the battery tender on there. So let's do it. So this is the bad boy that we're going to be using. It's made by Viking. I think it's a Harbor Freight kind of dealio. But my brother got it, and it charges 6 or 12 volt batteries, AGM gel, deep cycle. You guys can read, so I'm not going to do anything about that. But yeah, it's super simple. Just got little gator clamps in the unit, and you just plug it on in. And it also comes with these quick attach terminals, just in case you have a vehicle that you need to charge frequently or keep on a trickle charger. This is just a good way to do it, and it's fused, so pretty good value there. And then we're going to connect our little baby clamps to our bike. So the way that we're going to do this is we're going to hook up our positive terminal first. So that's going to go onto our positive post. Make sure that connection is really nice on there. And then we're going to hook up our negative clamp to our negative post. Just like that. Make sure it's nice and sturdy. And then now let's go ahead and check out our display on our charger. So as soon as we walk over to our charger, we can see that, hey, battery's dead. It's going to start charging. But for this particular one, what we have to do is change this from a 12 volt standard to a 12 volt AGM battery. So we're just going to cycle the mode until we get to 12 volt AGM, and then it'll go ahead and charge from there. Now that we've verified everything's all up and running on that charger, we're just going to let it do its thing. It's going to charge all the way up to its up until, well, the battery's full and the charger says, hey, it's full. But when it's done charging, what's going to happen is the charger has a setting on it where it's just going to go into maintenance. So it's going to deep cycle that battery, get it into, like, quote, like optimum performance zone. I don't know what it actually is, but it's just going to make it so that I don't have to babysit it for the next couple hours while it charges. But yeah. Now we just kind of got to wait and then slap it all back together. But that's definitely not going to be today. And guys, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. If you guys have any cool tools that you guys like, please feel free to share them in the comments. Because I wrench on my bikes a lot. Well, I wrench on my bike a lot. But wrenching on stuff is just as cool as any other hobby. And tools are awesome. So I want to hear what your guys' favorite tools are. But I hope you guys learned something, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and until next time, peace out. Dude, look how sick that bike is right there. Look how sick that is. Ooh, looks good.